There we go. There we go. Another beautiful, beautiful day, shall I say? Okay. Let me get this thing started. Happy, what is it today? Thursday? I think the week is moving so fast. I can't even keep up with it. Is it Thursday or Wednesday today? I gotta figure. Happy whatever day it is. That's how much fun I'm having. Can't even keep up with the day anymore. Ain't that some biscuit? Oh my goodness. I kid you not. Absolutely amazing. Another beautiful day. Today I'm just, I'm out here again. I was sitting this morning while I was meditating, and of course a lot of things always transpires in my head while I'm sitting, just trying to figure out, understand the meaning of life and its beauty and all the things, all the good things that come with life. So as I begin to sit into my meditation session, I begin to realize a lot of things. I begin to realize, what am I trying to do here? The whole thing about meditation. And I realize for certain people, excuse me, it is different. And how you could actually just shut your own mind. And it is possible, but the thing is, it is not as easy as they have made it to sound. It takes years of practice, and I think because we've been taught that yada yada yada, you could do this straight away, what it does to a lot of people is they get frustrated because the technique sometimes that goes into meditation varies for different people. And because we are such a unique being based on how we think, so it's vary for different people how they meditate. And that I started to realize, it's interesting how for some people certain music will literally take you into a meditative state. Like you could be listening to certain music that brings back memories, and you will find yourself just sitting there and just be in a meditative state. That whole ideology that we have to play this one music that most people play when they said cool music, you want to get into meditation. The first thing that they play has to be some form of Eastern side of town music. And I think sometimes everybody should be able to meditate based on their cultural background music, because music is something that brings memory. Listen to that bird just screaming. So when one brings out certain type of music, or when you were in your youth and you begin to listen to it, because a lot of times when we get older, we think certain period of our lives was the hardest moment. But until one sits still, just sit down there and listen to that music, that's when you realize that it wasn't a sad time, because certain music, because our brain is the one that records all this emotion. So what certain music does sometimes, just sitting there listening to it, you don't have to be in this lotus pose and I think all those things, we have to go to the basics of meditation, and that basics is bring out one of your old music and just slide it in and just listen to it. Many times this music will bring tears, joy, and you'll be really amazed how that is the beginning of your meditation. Another form is also to write with your opposite hand. Because when you write certain things, certain lovely things, or certain prayers, or certain chanting with your opposite hand, if you're right-handed, try it with your left hand. And if you're left-handed, write with your right hand. At that moment, that side of the brain, because it's not being used very much, your writing is going to look a little wobbly. It will be a little wobbly. But as time goes on, you begin to practice how to use that mindset. One begins to write properly with the opposite hand. And that's also a form of meditation, because that's how you get your mind to sit still, to be quiet. So with all these efforts over the years, one would develop their own type of meditation. Because that whole just sit on the chair and listen to this, it might not work for certain people. And when it doesn't work for certain people, we think meditation, look at that beautiful tree, is not something that is actually working. But it is just sometimes the way it's been introduced. And especially for most people who their cultural background or it wasn't introduced to early, it is not going to come easy. Because the mind is just like your music. Each time you start playing it, it quiets and quiets. So with the mind, the more you sit, the more you create that time listening to that bird. That's the real music right there. Sing on. Do I need to pay you? Go ahead. Yeah. So the more you sit, the more you practice the meditation. Even when you're running can be meditation. Just watching how you drop your feet, relaxing your whole body to the ground, is a form of meditation. So today, what can I say? I said, I would say I'm feeling drowsy. My feet are really on the ground. So I've been in and out of the pool, should I say. You know, the way gravity pulls me. 1 minute I move a little faster, the next thing I know, I move a little slower. So I've just been kind of just in and out and just making sure I'm focused on everything. So, and that's what I was sort of thinking of this morning. The whole thing behind meditation is try some of your old school music. Just sit down somewhere and listen to it. You don't have to try to be in a yoga pose. Let me scratch my feet here. Or trying to be in whatever pose it is. The whole idea behind it is effort. Making that effort. Because if one thing is that, meditation hasn't been part of your life and you just want to sit and you will go into the zone. No, that's just marketing right there. It just won't happen. That's why sometimes I kind of just find it a little funny, especially here in our culture, Western culture, where we have people who are meditation teachers, and each time they have to meditate or get people in there, we have to go with this, put your mind somewhere, and trying to talk softly. When you're meditating, it's all about self-realization. Everything around you has to be real. You're dealing with reality, and that's just how the mind works. But each time we come up with all this sit down, trying to relax, when truly, that's not what you really are in your subconscious mind. It doesn't make meditation real anymore. And we go through that a lot because it's still a way of a religious, I would say, organized religious form of thinking. Like you see certain people when they're speaking, they have to change their tone of voice. They have to do that. We just can't be real. Like speak from the heart. Don't put no acting into it. So, and that's what I've seen with a lot of these yoga teachers. A lot of yoga teachers, yes. Oh, relax your mind. No, you don't need to do that. The way I look at it, because sometimes when you just want to meditate, if the music works for people, just put it in. We have to allow people, because nobody can teach you how to meditate. You were born with a meditative mind. You already have that gift. So when people say, oh, I can't keep my mind still, no, it's because you don't want to. You already, but they're just certain things that the universe just gave you. You're already born with it. So people they can say they want to remind you, but as far as teaching you how to quiet your own mind, absolutely doesn't make sense. Nobody can go. It's just like the word freedom sometimes means you could lock someone up, beat them up, but one thing that you can never control out of somebody is the way they breathe. That breath of life. Nobody can control it for you. They can't tell you how to breathe. They can't tell you hold your this. No, because that is just the God in you, that breath of life. The worst that will come is you will stop breathing, and that's it. So in reality, it really makes the whole thing about freedom. Because you could take away everything, enslave them. But one thing you cannot teach somebody how to do is how to hold their breath, or how to let the breath of life come in to their body. So I guess in a way, freedom. We have a freedom. Freedom. That's that freedom. That's that power within you that nobody can take that. Nobody can even tell you, breathe in this way. No, it's absolutely impossible. Even though they think they're teaching you how to breathe, you have to breathe by yourself, no matter what. It's just a gift of life. And if you're not breathing by yourself, that means you're out of your body. So yes, that's what I'm sort of thinking of today. Focus here on this trail. I'm just doing another one of these easy runs. I've just been coming out, just be free and just let gravity move me. That's all I've just been doing lately. Just let gravity move me and continue to just grow mentally and spiritually, because that's what it's all about for me. Just that growth. Who are you? Where do we come from? That growth is just so important. Getting to know yourself, because a lot of people might think they know who they are, but in reality, they have yet to understand who they truly are. Because we are just on the pilot zone, the autopilot. So that's why I was just sort of thinking about meditation this morning. And anyone with a logic mind will kind of see where I'm coming from. Like I said, certain music that you listened to before, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be all that music that you listen to in your spa. Because every time we want to meditate, people just think we have to play that music in the spa. Like, no, that is just, it's becoming, everybody does it. Then when you go into a meditation class, there's always somebody talking, oh, sit down. No, it just doesn't work that way. Your mind is just way too powerful for that. The truth is, basically, if you do not want to learn how to meditate, don't waste your time going to the class. You have to learn how to quiet your mind by yourself. There are a lot of materials that will tell you things, what to do. But at the end of the day, it all depends on the individual. Individuality is what brings that meditation to life. As a matter of fact, you meditate every day, you just do not realize it. because there's just certain things in our lives that we have to do, which needs your divided attention. Well, this trail right here, look at it, beautiful. I gotta try and keep my foot away so that try to look at the camera at the same time. So I have to really just start walking out. It's a little thing. Well, let me go ahead and finish this easy 20-something. No, not 20-something, no. Maybe like 18 or 20. I don't know, it just depends. And I don't know what day it is. Should I say Happy Thursday?